China is not building missiles or tanks. They're building bugs and brains that can think, move, and respond on command, and we have no idea how to stop them. For over a decade, America led biohybrid robotics. We were untouchable. Then came 2025. In 6 months, China matched America's entire output. But their robots? Stronger, faster, more advanced, and built for action. So how did we lose the lead? And what does that mean for the future of warfare? Stay with me to the end, because China's surge is not just impressive, it's a wake-up call that threatens America's military edge and economic future. The glory days. America's bio-robot dominance. Before 2025, America owned biohybrid robotics. Harvard researchers built a biohybrid fish using actual human cardiac muscle cells that could swim autonomously. Northwestern and Illinois teams created wireless e-biobots, walking robots powered by engineered muscle tissue controlled remotely. The Army Research Lab pushed muscle-actuated legged robots. Cornell even experimented with fungal electrical signals controlling robots, because apparently we thought mushroom-powered robots were the future. DARPA was throwing money at everything. The NSF was funding university labs left and right. We were innovating faster than anyone could keep up. But here's what we missed. Most of our projects were stuck in the cool lab demo phase. Amazing science, brilliant engineering, but nothing that could actually leave the lab. China's quiet revolution. Meanwhile, China was playing a completely different game. While we were publishing papers about swimming fish, Chinese researchers were building practical systems. The Chinese Academy of Sciences developed training regimens for lab-grown muscle tissue, basically putting muscles through boot camp. Electrical and mechanical stimulation during growth nearly doubled muscle contraction strength. Tianjin University built robots with actual brain organoids, real neural tissue grown from stem cells trained to control robotic systems. Their brain-on-chip robot could avoid obstacles and manipulate objects because it was literally thinking, we were making robot fish. They were making robot brains. The difference was striking. The 2025 reality check. Then 2025 hit, and China showed us what the future actually looks like. The Chinese Academy of Sciences unveiled their muscle-trained caterpillar robot powered by artificially enhanced muscle tissue that had been exercised during growth to double its strength. Think P90X for robot muscles. But Beijing Institute of Technology dropped the real bombshell: cyborg bees. Real living bees with 74 milligram neural backpacks that plug directly into their brains. These weaponized insects follow directional commands with 90% accuracy. Turn left, turn right, move forward, stop. They've literally created an insect army that makes Black Mirror look like a documentary. Think about the applications. These cyborg bees could search for earthquake victims in collapsed buildings where human rescuers can't reach. They could conduct covert surveillance in urban warfare scenarios, slipping through windows and ventilation systems undetected. Perfect for counterterrorism operations, drug interdiction, and disaster relief missions where traditional drones are too big or too obvious. But here's the terrifying part. The same technology that saves lives can cripple economies and militaries. Imagine swarms of these bees infiltrating enemy installations, gathering intelligence, or even delivering micro payloads. They're undetectable, unlimited, and unstoppable. It's like having a spy network that literally flies under the radar. America's response: too little? Too late? So what was America doing while China built cyborg insects? We were making incremental improvements. MIT's Ritu Raman lab developed a multi-directional artificial muscle actuator, basically an iris-shaped muscle that contracts in multiple directions. Cool, but it's still a lab curiosity. Harvard partnered with NTT Research to build a machine learning optimized swimming ray, 10 millimeters long and twice as efficient as previous designs. Again, impressive science, but we're talking about a tiny swimming demonstration. DARPA finally launched their hybrids program in January 2025, but they're still in the proposal phase. They're asking for ideas while China's already implementing solutions. The wake-up call. In just 6 months of 2025, China matched America's biohybrid breakthroughs, but theirs were mission-ready, backed by unlimited funding, and built for deployment. Ours? Still in labs, funded by academic grants gathering dust. While we perfected theory, China scaled solutions. We lead in diversity of research, but they lead in execution. So tell me, is this the moment America finally wakes up, or are we about to get dominated by a country that started this race a decade behind us?